So this guy, Brian Kohlberger, is currently awaiting trial set for 2025 for the murder of 4 students in the University of Idaho in an off-campus residence. But how did we get here? Let's go back a bit. Brian Christopher Kohlberger was born on November 21st, 1994 in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. After he graduated from high school in 2013, he attended the Technical Institute, which he dropped out from, and later ended up attending a community college where he got an associate's degree in psychology. This guy has worked as a security guard, a maintenance worker, and even a substitute teacher. He even obtained a master's degree in criminal justice. How does somebody so intellectual with such a bright future end up becoming a killer of 4 people? This all happened in the early morning of November 13, 2022. He stabbed 4 victims in a rental home close to the campus. 2 of the victims currently lived in the house. The third left the house before but only came back for a house party that day, while the 4th victim was a boyfriend to one of the girls who was just sleeping over at the house at the night of the attacks. Earlier that evening, Ethan and Zana went to a party of which they returned home around 1 a.m. while Madison and Kaylee went to a sports bar of which they also returned home around 1 a.m. These students were just living their lives and having fun, but little did they know that that was the last time they were ever going to have fun. Brian Kohlberger broke into the house around that time, and according to a witness who claimed to have saw him, he was wearing a black clothing. The investigators believe that he killed Madison and Kaylee first, then proceeded to kill the couple who were also sleeping in their own bedroom. After an autopsy was carried out, it was discovered that the victims were all stabbed multiple times with a large knife. This simply means that the killer was stabbing them from a place of severe anger and hate. I know you must be wondering how the police ended up catching Brian Kohlberger. Well, you see, there was a surveillance footage that was obtained, and the surveillance footage revealed that there was a particular car which passed their area multiple times, and on the 4th time the car passed the area, it was seen to be speeding off away from the victim's neighborhood. The investigators traced the car to Brian Kohlberger, but this was not only the evidence they had. The cell phone he had also pinged a cell tower which was close to the victim's neighborhood. The investigators also obtained DNA from the crime scene, and the DNA actually was a match to Brian Kohlberger. He was then arrested for the murder of the 4 victims, and right now he is facing charges for murder. Trial date has been set for 2025, so we will be waiting till then. Stay tuned for more updates concerning the murder of the University of Idaho students.